Gibson, and today's show is about great sound baths, sound concerts. We're going to talk about what makes a good sound bath and what makes a bad one as well. And our intention is that you you may be that we may have sound concerts that light you up like a Christmas tree. That's all. So the whole deal is really the energy you bring to it. If you can open up portals to other dimensions, then that's the deal. I mean, I've been in sound bath where the whole room turns into white light, complete white light, and it's like people are like, "Oh my God!" People are bawling, just bawling on the floor, right? It's so sweet. So that's the main thing. Now, you can also set an intention at the beginning. That's really cool. I like to set intentions that are for the whole planet instead of just the room. That's then, if we're going to set an intention, might as well go massive, right? So that's really helpful. Also, I've actually found that setting an intention through the night, because if you set an intention at the beginning, often people forget about it. I even forget about it after like a half hour or an hour. And if you set an intention every 15 or 30 minutes, then you can do the energy of that intention for that. So we might do in the beginning clearing all the stuff that's holding you back. And then a half hour later, we'll do universal love to fill in the space. And then a half hour later, we'll do universal love out to everybody on the planet. That's really cool because then you're able to hold the energy of the intention with the actual playing of what you're doing. It's a little more cohesive. Now, the main thing about a sound bath is smooth flow. And when I'm talking about smooth flow, I'm talking about holding the energy 100% of the time. A lot of people, when they do sound bath, they can be in the zone for a minute and then they'll kind of like just get up and lose the energy as they go over and grab another instrument to play. And it's distracting. So it's nice to have like a bowl fading out while you go over to the next instrument, but totally stay in that energy the entire time. The other thing that should be against the law, you should go to jail for this one, is never play something shocking, especially when people are really mellowed out. I mean, it should be against the law because it's really shocking to the nervous system, especially if people are mad. Most people don't do that, but I saw one person do it, actually two now, that have done it, where they actually played a gong, banged a gong when everybody was really mellowed out. And that's banging a gong should be against the law. You need to build up. You need to build up slowly. I actually map out different flows as to the dynamics. And these dynamics could be volume, it could be pitch, where you go from higher frequencies down to lower and back up to higher. It could also be tempo, where you go slower and then get faster and faster and then slower and slower. Uh, and just your energy could get more dynamic and then get softer. And you want to do that very smoothly. Some people will start where people are at and then bring them into the depths and then bring them back up so they can function. You can do a mountain. People commonly do mountains where they start mellow and get really intense and then mellow out. My favorite, though, is down, down, down. And that's just mellowing out, getting more and more mellow. Because what I've found, the best sound baths I've ever been to is where about the middle of the sound bath, you're really mellow. And then they go way more mellow so that you're barely moving by the end. And then when they stop, nobody moves for like 15 minutes, right? Because it's this unbelievable peace because you've gotten into the zone way deeper than most people ever go. So also this is the safest because some people can't handle intensity, especially gongs and some really, really intense sounds. And so to get more and more mellow through the concert and leave people in a complete place of stillness, it's just the safest and best. Right? If you're working with somebody on a treatment, you could do the Stairway to Heaven, where you actually build up and get them out of the depression. Right? But a lot of people just do floating. It's kind of they go up and down a little bit. They don't really build up or break down. It's way better when you build up and break down. I learned that from Pink Floyd years ago. That build up and break down. It's just like kirtan as well, where you get more and more intense and then you break down, and then the peace is really profound after you've gotten really excited. There's many dynamics that you can use to actually get more excited or more calm. I've listed them out here. I already mentioned a few, but there's quite a few that I go through in my book and in the classes. Now, um, the sound bath that I do is mostly going down, because I start with the really big bowls, and then the gongs, and then it rattles and drums after that. And then I go into a harmony set, which is three bowls that are a beautiful chord. And I can tap them in a melody, or I can ring them to create a chord. And then I'll go to a binaural beat set, which is two bowls that are a little off pitch from each other that create the wah 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 wah. And so that's a little more activating, so it gets a little more up there, but not too much. And then we'll go back to the harmony set, the bowls uh, uh, with the nice chord, and then back to the binaural beats. And then I do a Tibetan bowl chakra treatment, basically, where I go with the biggest Tibetan bowls, smaller, medium, smaller, all the way up to tingshas, and then tiny bells. So I'm doing a whole frequency sweep over often a half hour, right? And so that's really cool. And then I go back to the three bowls that create a beautiful chord, back to the binaural beats, back to the beautiful chord. Then I do the melodic instruments, like the crystal harp that has many different notes. Melodic instruments are mellower than instruments that hold one note, because they bring in more emotional energy, especially the energy of love. Also, I use the sansula and the rav drum that are really beautiful, and I sing along with those. And then I do the koshi chimes, and then I end with the big bowl. We've got a 42-inch bowl, which is like a hot tub, and it has so much bass, and it lasts about 7 minutes when you ring it. So it's got a slow fade that leaves people profoundly peaceful. And then I'm silent for about 10 minutes. I don't move. No one moves. Right? It's just incredible. You know, the slow fade to silence is really one of the most profound things of sound healing there is. It leaves you in this stillness that is really palpable. Let me play for you just 1 minute slow fade on a crystal bowl. Listen for the moment that the bowl goes to complete silence. It's like you can still hear it in the room, right? And it's so still. We've done guided meditations or silent meditations where we'll play the bowl and then meditate on this silence, or the sound of the bowl in the room still in the air, for 3 hours. perfectly still. It's so effective and so profound that I think it's really important to do it 3 or 4 times through the sound bath. I've been to a lot of concerts where they actually just play instruments nonstop for an hour and a half, and you get a little tired. It's nice to do this silence and go to the still point, and then whatever you do after that silence is highlighted. It's like, ting, or you go, you are love, right? So it's really, really cool to bring people to the still point, at least for a minute of silence, multiple times during the sound bath. Again, the best part of sound healing is when the sound ends, especially with a slow fade. Sometimes we actually go through the room and play instruments around people or even on people. That can be really fun. I've actually done concerts with 6 people so that everybody is getting sounds around them and on them through the whole night. That can be really fun. It's also, I've done chakra sound baths where I go through each chakra and I call in different archangels, ascended masters for each chakra, and then do larger bowls for the root chakra and all the way up to the crown, doing it based on frequency instead of notes as I prefer. You can also have, especially effective when you have 2 people, because really then you really don't have any breaks with no sound. I mean, you can go to the silence, but often when there's one person, when you move from instrument to instrument, there's a little break. Whereas when you have 2, the other person can fill in while you're moving to another instrument. And then also you can have 6 bowls that are a beautiful chord, and one person playing 3 of them, another playing another 3, and get a little melody or chord going with the 2 of you. And then when you do binaural beats, you could have 4 bowls that are creating binaural beats and even sing along with them. Oh my God, it's intense. It's really intense. One of the main things that is just critical in a sound bath is tone along, even if you're not a good singer. Tone along with the bowls, tone along with the instruments. I mean, people love voice more than anything. It's the #1 thing instrument that people love. Don't be afraid. As long as you're with the right instrument or the right energy, you're going to be able to actually, it'll be perfect. Also, you can do sound with breath work. You can do breath work, but also to play one note of an instrument on the in-breath and another note of the instrument on the out-breath, so that you're breathing with what you're playing. That entrains people into a slow breath. That's really cool. Also, to be able to do movement. I mean, you can get everybody doing movement. You can also do call and response. I mean, you could do kirtan and have people doing, chants back and forth and toning back and forth and doing a lot of different sounds. Let me show you a few people doing sound baths. Let's start with, let's see what comes up here. Okay, so yeah, I'll just do a quick one with Satya, and then we'll see Amalu and Lisa Rafael. Okay, check these out. Again, notice their energy. It's just so important just to go slow. Notice how slow she was going, and the space she left before she did the last little sound. I mean, I've had people, actually a student that she just hit a crystal bowl and then waited, was still, and then she hit it again. Just that slowness entrains people into peace really quickly. Right? Okay, so that was Amalu and Satya and Lisa Rafael. Now, there's also a lot of people using loopers these days. Looper will record a line and then you can sing on top of it and then record another line and sing on top. You can have a whole chorus going with one person. Let me play you an example of one of our students, Charles Peoples III, doing a looper. Charles is like a master at it. Okay, check this out. Okay, he's already recorded his voice once. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Okay, check this out. Just excellent. Okay. Now, you can also have stuff in the background. I mean, I've had people do EDM music in the background, or you can have nature sounds in the background, or I like to have just a low rumble that shakes the whole room that's in tune with the bowls or whatever I'm playing. Let me play a little bit of a recording that I did where I actually added some other tracks in the background with my live sound bath. Okay, so check this out. Find it here. Okay, here we go. Check this out. Full screen. Okay. cheating. It's effective. It's effective. Hey, I've seen some really cool concerts where people are playing stuff in the background as well. Okay. So that's fun. Now, one thing I like to do at concerts is once it's over, I've, I don't like to talk. I like to leave people in peace. And especially when you finish, to actually just be silent for even as long as 10 minutes. People don't move if you've done your job. People don't move. And it's just profound, that stillness where nobody moves. But then what I like to do is after the 10 minutes, I'll say, okay, group hug. And then I'll have everybody get in a circle because I like to create community instead of just people leaving, right? So you create community where you get everybody in a circle, and then you all tone together, and then you bend down and you sweep it all up and send it out to the planet. Whee! Right, all together. And then I like to do sound hugs. I say everybody hug everybody with sound. And so each person hugs another person and hugs everybody in the in the concert with sound, where you're toning together, and that's so sweet. And then everybody starts talking to each other. It creates connection, and it's really really excellent. Okay, so there's some other sound baths I want to show you. Uh, Here's an actual treatment that Satya did on me. Let me play this one. This one is really sweet. Okay, so check this out. Let me go back a little bit further. Actually, let me play. I think we got time. Yeah, let me play the whole thing here. Okay, enjoy this. Again, notice her energy. great energy, but smooth flow as well, right? Just really, it's really sweet. You know, it's really as simple as just taking a bowl and just going, just holding stillness like this. It's really about being still enough to hear the sound. And play one more with Satya and myself. Notice how at the end we go halftime and get really still.